Okay, today we're gonna be secretly mounting this VEVOR train horn on my fiance's 2004 Chevy Silverado. Okay, the plan for this is to mount this air compressor underneath this bumper. And you can see there's plenty of room right there. I'm gonna mount the air compressor underneath there, run the lines up, and then probably mount the horns somewhere along in this grill. Either there or on the other side of the core support. So this kit doesn't come with everything you need. It does come with an inline fuse, pads for the bottom of this, some Teflon tape, and then it comes with a mounting bracket for that. But you are gonna need more additional wiring, 14 gauge, I believe. And then you're also gonna wanna pick up a switch button like this. It can be quite literally any button. Just make sure it's good enough to withstand the voltage. I just picked up some 14 gauge, 18-foot wire red, and then some zip ties just to zip tie everything together. My super simple bracket that I got made right here. I didn't show you that part because it's kind of boring, but it's gonna mount to the front bumper right here, and then the tank is gonna go right where my hand is. I just don't have the tank. I'm just showing you the bracket as is. But I'm gonna make another one, and then let's get this tank mounted. Got my bolts coming through from the top, drill from the core support. Next thing, you drill holes there, and then mount everything up. Got my brackets attached to my compressor. Make this a lot easier to mount this because it's not the easiest to mount, but with just myself, just because I'm going directly underneath there and I don't have three hands. But got them mounted, and then I'll push those bolts through, throw on a nut, snug them up, and I still have to drill these holes, but I'll drill them into the bumper after I get the first holes mounted because I don't know exactly where they're supposed to go. Okay, the tank is fully mounted now. Right under there, you can barely see it, but you can see the compressor and then the tank right there, all mounted up. And then I'm going to be putting these horns right there, attached to this bracket right there. And then they're just gonna kind of sit behind the grill like that. So definitely gonna be loud. Okay, simple as that. Got the horns mounted. Before I wire anything up, I'm actually gonna get my button placed. I'm gonna put it right there below my gauge cluster, just so it's kind of pretty much hidden. Got the button mounted, simple as that. Just need to hook up the wiring and we're good to go. Quick, it's running right there. I'm gonna hook it up. Mine's the way. Hooking it up to that post right there. Runs around my battery and then down. Hooked up to the power right here. And then I'm just grounded right here, right to the frame. So, yeah. Air compressor does work. I touched it, hooked it up, it works. So, got power there. Next thing I'm doing is hooking up the hose line, the air line, which is right here. The main thing is when you're hooking these up, you want to make sure you get over that little bump right there. Hard to tell, but there's a little tiny bump around there. You want to get around the hose with that and get it all the way seated onto there, and then just tighten it all the way down and you should be good. I got it hooked up to the horns already, but once I got it hooked up to the air compressor, I'm going to hook up my solenoid, these two wires, one ground, one power, and then run it through the firewall, and then yeah, should be able to use this horn. I'm excited. Okay, I got everything wired up and put back together. The horn is currently sitting behind the grill right here. You can see it right here. I'm touching it. And I have my positive wire running to my button on the inside. And then the ground, you can't see it, but I just grounded it to the frame. And then with the tank underneath, all I did was run power directly coming from here. Runs all the way down, comes around here, and then goes to that, and then that's wired up. Then my button and my power wire going to the button. This is my power wire going to the button. That is ran through the firewall right down there. And it comes underneath the dash. There's both of them right here. Red and white, just because I ran out a little bit of wire. And then goes to this button right here. Works great. She's gonna love it, I think. So let's go surprise her. This horn is actually stupid train horn. It's definitely loud. And then this is the air compressor. Really all not that loud. That runs for about 10-15 seconds till it fills back up, and then yeah, it's off pretty much. Got the button right here. And then still got the regular horn. Honestly, this maybe took 3 hours to install, 3-4 hours to install, and I did have to make custom brackets for the air compressor. And that was probably like 30 minutes to an hour of me just doing that. So other than that, it went by pretty quick. As long as you can mount it close together, you're pretty much solid, and it sounds amazing. Okay, we just got the horn installed, fully finished, put in, it works. Button's right here. I'm gonna go pick up Tori and surprise her.
That scared the fuck out of me.
Did it?
Yes.
Good.